think there was some talk from NMOGA that we cannot ban trade secrets at the OCC. I don't believe we would be doing any such thing. It was the OCC which allowed the use of proprietary information when it set up its disclosure rules and linked our state to frac focus. And what the joint proponents have offered is language that says companies can keep their chemical formulas secret. They just can't use those chemicals in New Mexico. If you want to use it here, you have to publicly release that chemical information. I think this is really important because, as we heard from Ms. Troutman with the proponents, we've had massive numbers of spills over the past, I think, the 10-year period that she looked at. One of the figures that stuck out to me was there were almost 5 million barrels of spilled fluids and oil and gas spills, totaling about 5 million barrels, 2 million barrels of which were never recovered. And we really don't know what was not recovered. It could have been other PFAS chemicals. They could be out there in use today, and we have no idea of it. These chemicals we know are incredibly toxic at a level of not parts per million or parts per billion, it's parts per trillion. And the vast majority of them have not been safety tested. Parts per trillion, we're talking about a drop in 100 Olympic swimming pools. I think we heard another figure tossed out during the hearing was 1.5 ounces would contaminate 100,000 acre feet of water. An acre feet is enough water for 2 or 3 houses for a year. It's hundreds of thousands of gallons. So the toxicity of this is almost, at a level where it's unfathomable. And they haven't been safety tested. It's being spilled on the ground. We heard testimony that can be evaporated into the air. We don't know what happens with that. Had very little testing. So I believe if a company wants to bring chemicals into New Mexico, transport them, potentially spill them, may or may not report them, may or may not have them cleaned up, may kick dirt over them, as we see at the land office, in a way that's almost routine, frankly. We should know what chemicals are being used out there. This is not in violation of the Trade Secrets Act. OCC has done rulemaking in this area previously, and I believe we should do it now.